You are listening to the O'Brien and Bolt podcast. Coming up this week is Valentine's Day, and on the phone right now, we are talking to Dr. Mooti Lederhosen. Hello, doctor. Welcome to the program.
Well, nice to be on your... How are you today?
Well, I am doing just fine, and I'm just thrilled that you could join us today to talk about love and the heart and Valentine's Day coming up.
Of course, today, just to correct you, today is not Valentine's Day.
Well, I know that.
On the 14th of February, so right away, I don't want to seem like I'm correcting you, but
But you are.
Do you have a romantic interest in
I am a
the
romantic at heart. Yes, of course. And
the romance, the tradition of Valentine's Day has been around for hundreds of, if not a couple thousand years almost, and it's still one of the longest traditions in man or womankind. So,
well, let's start there, Doctor. How did Valentine's Day? How did that tradition get started?
Well, Valentine was a Catholic guy, and like a priest or something, and he objected to somebody in ancient Rome. I think it was Claudius, was the emperor. He killed him on Valentine's Day.
Wow!
And made Valentine a martyr. That's one aspect, one belief, and then there are a couple of other latecomers that came along. Hey, wait a minute! I'm Saint Valentine's Day. Because a lot of make a lot of money on Valentine's Day. There's not it's just a lot of people. $50 billion or something people spend on Valentine's Day cupcakes and greeting cards and going out to dinner and bottles of Valentine's Day wine. Romance.
Well, sure. Well, we've talked about
romance is is a Latin word that's means Roman, like romance.
Well, I guess I never made that connection. So, so romance means
you don't
to
seem
be
like the type that would pick up on that.
So
right away, to be.
Mm-hmm. So romance means to be Roman. Does that mean to be
Roman? Roman like the Roman. Was romance usually in the beginning? People didn't really get married because they were romantically involved. They got married because the guy would go out and kill a bear or a tiger, or fight the enemy and beat them back from the wall. They're coming. They're coming. All the women go cook and sew stuff, and the men will take care of it, but then, so it was more of a business, common sense type of relationship. It wasn't until later on that we had the time for the luxury of romance. Sneak a quick kiss behind the ear, or hold a hand and stare into the eyes of your beloved.
Right.
And but in the old days, all we were worried was about saber-toothed tigers.
So Saint Valentine, he became a saint.
And Republicans.
So Valentine's started quite
That's
violent.
A joke.
I got that as a joke.
I'm not sure you picked up on it.
So Valentine started as it was quite violent, and now it's morphed into something totally different, something an expression of one's love, a pledge of one's love.
That's a pretty good idea. They should have a day where it's just dedicated to "I hate you." You send the person a "I hate you" card, or
probably sell a
I
lot
never
of cards.
liked you anyway. You're my enemy. I don't get you. You're a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have St. Valentine's Day. So maybe 6 months later, half a year later, February, March, April, May, 5, June, July. So July 14th is, hey, I don't dig you day.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, now we've talked about...
Maybe I'll get the Hallmark people interested. We could make a couple bucks.
They might be interested, Doctor. You should give them a call right after this. Now,
what is your wife or your boyfriend or whatever? What is are they? What is their name?
Well, I prefer to keep that.
Are you going to keep that a secret?
Well, it's not.
Okay.
It's not a secret amongst us, but
fine.
I want to.
Okay, we can change the subject. Sure. Let's change the subject.
I don't. I just It's not a secret, but it's
Well, that's just between you and, whatever.
So what I want to know, though, is how we've talked about this in the past. So people who are not with someone at Valentine's Day feel this great pressure, right? They maybe feel depressed, they feel lonely, they feel like left out. What kind
Well,
of?
you're really a kind of a bring down.
I'm trying to help
those
the
people,
audience.
it's just it's a lonely time if you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a sweetheart or even a puppy. A kitty.
That's
right, I'll rescue a kitty.
That is exactly my
Unrequited
point
love.
that I'm trying to make here. And so, what advice, as you are a therapist, right? I mean, I've read that.
I was a therapist, yes.
Oh, you were a therapist. You no longer are a therapist.
Hello?
Okay. So, what advice would you give to people who are feeling lonely? Have no one.
There you are.
Have no one to
I think I would tell them to take it easy, be nice to yourself. You cannot love anybody unless you really love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're a phony, a faker, and you don't know who you are, then you have no gift to give. And the real gift in giving to a friend or lover is the gift of your true self.
That's so... Do you have that written down?
Write that one down.
Oh, you should write it down. Well, let me ask you, sir, Dr. Lederhosen, is there a Mrs. Lederhosen or a Mr. Lederhosen?
Hello?
What's your relationship like?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear? I guess maybe we lost the connection there, conveniently.
I don't know how this always happens. Hello?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Dr. Mooti Lederhosen, some thoughts about Valentine's Day coming up. So thank you so much for...
I think that guy had a lot of...
Thank you for
had a lot of problems.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today, Doctor. You've been listening to O'Brien and Bolt, the podcast. I'm Michael O'Brien.
And I'm Geoff Bolt.
And our job is to entertain
As well as inform.
If you like what you heard today, please give us a big thumbs up on your source for
all your podcasts.
And you can find us on Facebook at O'Brien and Bolt. Thanks.